The winds of change howled across Middle-earth. In the shadow of Mount Doom, the dark hand of Sauron reached ever further, corrupting the lands, crushing hope. Yet amidst this growing despair, a light endured, a steadfast shield against the tides of darkness. Gondor, the last bastion of men. And standing tall among its defenders was Boromir, son of Denethor, captain of Gondor. Boromir was a man of unyielding strength. His name whispered with reverence across the White City. His sword was sharp, his will unbroken, and his heart burned with an unmatched devotion to his people. From the halls of Minas Tirith to the wild fields of Rivendell, his bravery was legend. He was not merely a warrior, he was a symbol of resilience in the face of doom. Yet, even Boromir, in his greatness, bore the heavy weight of his father's expectations and the burdens of a kingdom teetering on the brink of ruin. In Rivendell, where elf song and ancient wisdom filled the air, Boromir stood among the free peoples, summoned to a council that would decide the fate of the world. There, he learned of the One Ring, an artifact of immense power, yet a beacon of corruption. To Boromir, the ring was not merely a weapon, it was a lifeline, a way to save Gondor, to restore its former glory, and to shield it from the inevitable storm of war. Yet, the road ahead was treacherous. Boromir joined the Fellowship of the Ring, 9 companions bound by duty, honor, and a shared purpose. As they traveled across the rugged wilds and snow-laden peaks, Boromir proved himself time and again. His shield guarded his companions. His horn of Gondor rallied them in times of peril. But in his heart, a shadow began to grow. The ring whispered to him, promising strength, salvation, and the power to protect all that he loved. For Boromir, who had sacrificed so much for Gondor, the temptation was overwhelming. Could he not wield it? Could he not use its power to defeat Sauron and end the suffering of his people? The Fellowship's journey led them to Amon Hen, a place of ancient power, where Boromir's inner struggle reached its peak. The ring's call grew louder, its promises more enticing, and in a moment of weakness, Boromir faltered. He sought the ring from Frodo, believing it to be the answer to Gondor's salvation. But Frodo, understanding the ring's corrupting nature, fled. And yet, Boromir was not defined by this moment of failure. No, his true strength emerged in what followed. As the forces of Sauron descended upon the Fellowship, Boromir stood as an immovable bulwark against the Uruk-hai, armed with his sword and shield, and fueled by his unwavering loyalty to his companions. He fought with the ferocity of a lion. Arrows pierced his flesh, yet he did not falter. He fought on, buying precious time for Merry and Pippin, for Aragorn, for the Fellowship to endure. With every blow, every cry, Boromir embodied the spirit of Gondor. Even as his strength waned and his vision blurred, he stood firm. 3 arrows found their mark, yet he refused to kneel. He was not just a captain. He was a wall of defiance, a son of Gondor who would rather die standing than live dishonored.